Did you know that simply reheating the wrong foods could be quietly harming your health, especially after 65? It might feel like just another warm-up in the microwave, but certain foods, once reheated, can lose vital nutrients or even turn into substances that put extra strain on your heart, blood sugar, joints, and even your memory, without you feeling a thing until it's too late. Recent studies, including ones from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, are sounding the alarm. Reheating some common leftovers can slowly chip away at your digestion and balance. Two things that keep you strong, steady, and independent. But here's the good news. Not all reheated foods are bad. In fact, some become even more beneficial when warmed the right way. In this video, I'll show you 3 foods you should never reheat and 3 that actually get healthier with gentle warming. And please don't miss the end, because I'll reveal one everyday food that seems totally safe, but could be quietly damaging your body with every second serving. Let's start with the good foods, the ones that can help boost your energy, memory, and mobility when reheated properly. Before we jump in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another health tip made just for you. And if this video helps you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 so I know how to do better for you next time. 3 foods seniors should reheat to unlock powerful health benefits. Let's start with one you probably already love. Oatmeal. It's not just a cozy breakfast, it's a quiet healer. For many of us in our golden years, mornings are sacred. They offer a fresh start, a moment to care for ourselves before the day unfolds. And believe it or not, reheating oatmeal can make it even better for your health. Here's why. When you cook oats, then let them cool and reheat them later, something amazing happens inside the bowl. The starches in the oats begin to change. They turn into something called resistant starch, a powerful type of fiber that your body doesn't digest in the usual way. Instead, it goes deeper, feeding the good bacteria in your gut. This helps improve digestion, balance blood sugar, and even calm inflammation that can lead to aches, fatigue, or worse. That's not just interesting, it's life-changing, especially if you're over 65 and looking for simple ways to stay sharp, steady, and energized. And the benefits keep going. Oatmeal is also packed with beta-glucan, a natural fiber proven to help lower bad cholesterol and protect your heart. For anyone concerned about blood pressure, energy dips, or heart health, this one small habit can become a daily act of prevention. Even better, oatmeal is gentle on the stomach, easy to prepare, and endlessly customizable. A dash of cinnamon, a few chopped walnuts, some fresh berries, each adds not just flavor, but antioxidants that help fight cellular aging. But here's the part most people miss. While oatmeal grows stronger when reheated, not all foods do. In fact, some reheated meals can quietly work against you, triggering inflammation, joint pain, and even nerve issues over time. So what's the next smart food to reheat? One that protects your immune system and helps rebuild your bones? You might already have it in your kitchen, waiting to be revived into something truly healing. If you're still with me and learning something new, comment 1 below so I know you're here. Now let's move on to the second food that could change everything. Vegetable soup, a secret remedy for your joints, immunity, and the soul. Picture this, the quiet stillness of late afternoon, when the world slows down and the warmth of the sun gently filters through your windows. This is the perfect moment for a bowl of vegetable soup. Not just a meal, but a healing comfort. For those of us navigating the challenges of aging, reheating vegetable soup is more than just a simple task. It's a way to renew your body, filling it with essential nutrients that only get better over time. Unlike the quick-fix processed meals out there, homemade vegetable soup deepens in power as it sits. That's because vegetables like carrots, celery, onions, and sweet potatoes, when slow cooked and left to rest, release hidden antioxidants, minerals, and plant compounds that weren't fully available on the first cook. When reheated, this broth becomes a potent, concentrated source of everything your body needs. especially as your immune system becomes more vulnerable with age. Inflammation, joint stiffness, even respiratory issues. These are the hidden battles aging brings. But don't worry, reheated vegetable soup with ingredients like garlic, turmeric, and parsley fights back. The warmth of the soup helps stimulate circulation, easing cold hands and feet, while those anti-inflammatory properties go to work, calming your body from the inside out. And if appetite is a challenge, which it often is, soup is the perfect solution. Easy to digest, it nourishes without overwhelming you, helping maintain your strength, hydration, and energy, even when eating feels like a struggle. But here's the real beauty. Each bowl of soup carries more than just nutrients. It carries memories, moments shared with loved ones, simpler times when food meant comfort and care. Every spoonful is a gentle reminder of home and healing. And for those managing high blood pressure, arthritis, or digestion issues, soup is a way to pack in healing herbs and mineral-rich vegetables without overwhelming spices or heavy fats. It's a dish that adapts to your body's changing needs, gentle, warm, and forgiving. But here's something that might surprise you. The humble grains sitting beside your soup could be quietly strengthening your bones and stabilizing your heart, if you know how to reheat it just right. What if we told you that one overlooked food could become your greatest ally in the fight against frailty? Stay tuned, because the next food is one you don't want to miss. Brown rice, it's more than just food. It's a quiet, powerful ally for your health, especially as the years go by. You might not notice it on the dinner table, sitting beside flashier dishes, but this humble grain is packed with strength, heart protection, and a steady source of energy. For seniors, it's not just about the taste, it's about what it gives you: stability, strength, and independence. Unlike white rice, brown rice holds on to its most valuable parts: the bran and germ layers. These are packed with fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, and selenium, exactly what your body needs more of as you age. Here's something you might not know. When brown rice is reheated, it becomes even more powerful. As it cools, it forms something called resistant starch, much like oatmeal. Reheat it slowly with a little water or steam, and those slow-releasing carbohydrates make it gentle on your digestion, helping keep blood sugar steady. A small but mighty change for those managing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, or digestive issues. Imagine steady energy throughout the day. No more sudden crashes or fatigue taking away your energy. Plus, brown rice is great for your gut, feeding the good bacteria that help regulate your immunity, mood, and inflammation. For older adults, it's also a fantastic source of magnesium, which is so important for nerve function, muscle relaxation, and blood pressure control, especially when leg cramps or restless nights try to steal your sleep. Each warm, comforting serving of brown rice becomes more than just food. It's a reminder that you are still strong, still cared for. The best part? It's easy to make. Mix it with soft veggies or a little olive oil for a quick, nutrient-packed meal that's easy to chew, easy to digest, and satisfying. But here's the thing. Not all reheated foods are as kind to your body. What if the next dish you heat up is quietly doing harm to your heart, nerves, and even memory? What you're about to learn could change how you think about your leftovers forever. 2 foods seniors should never reheat: eggs. The silent shift from nourishment to harm. Eggs have always been a symbol of simplicity, balance, and nourishment. For years, they've graced breakfast tables, offering high-quality protein and essential nutrients like choline and vitamin D, vital for your brain and bones, especially as we age. But here's something most don't know. Reheating eggs isn't as harmless as it seems. When cooked fresh, eggs are easy to digest, safe and nourishing. But once they cool and are stored, even for just a night, something changes. The proteins begin to shift in ways that make them harder to digest, causing discomfort, bloating, and even indigestion. And that's not all. Reheating eggs, especially in a microwave or high-heat pan, can trigger harmful chemical reactions, turning fats and cholesterol into substances that increase inflammation and strain your heart. For seniors with heart disease, high blood pressure, or cholesterol issues, this isn't just a minor risk. It's a real biological problem. The consequences might not show up immediately, but over time, your digestive system weakens, inflammation builds, and cholesterol levels rise, all from the seemingly harmless act of reheating eggs. So what's the cost? You might feel sluggish, your stomach might not settle, or your mind may feel foggy. These are quiet warning signs often overlooked, but they add up. The eggs that once nourished your body could, over time, work against you. But don't worry, there's a better way. Eat them fresh, cook gently, boiled or poached. These methods preserve their benefits and protect your well-being. Resist the temptation to reheat. What seems like a simple convenience could silently chip away at your vitality. And eggs aren't the only comfort food with hidden dangers. There's another classic kitchen favorite that, when reheated, can put even more strain on your health. It's soft, warm, and comforting, but what lies beneath that golden surface could weaken your legs, slow your heart, and cloud your thinking. The next time you reach for this, make sure you know the risks before you take a bite. White potatoes, the comfort food that might be hurting you. For many of us, white potatoes bring back cherished memories. Family dinners, holiday meals, and the comforting warmth of mashed potatoes served with love. They're soft, familiar, and deeply embedded in our tradition. But for seniors, especially those who want to protect their heart, circulation, and balance, reheating white potatoes could be a hidden danger. Here's the thing. When freshly cooked, white potatoes already cause a quick rise in blood sugar thanks to their high glycemic index. But when they're cooked, cooled, and then reheated, especially with butter, oil, or cream, the starches change. And that change isn't friendly. It can make insulin resistance worse, trigger inflammation in the blood vessels, nerves, and even the brain. Why is this so risky for seniors? As we age, our bodies become less sensitive to blood sugar fluctuations. So reheated potatoes can lead to that sluggish, post-meal fatigue, tingling in the legs, or numbness in the feet. Symptoms we often brush off as just part of getting older. But they could be signs of something more. Over time, these little warning signs can lead to bigger health issues. Poor circulation, rising blood pressure, and slower recovery after illness or injury. And here's a critical point most don't know. If you reheat your potatoes in plastic containers, the high heat could release harmful chemicals like BPA, which mess with your hormones and heart health. So that comforting plate of leftovers might actually be doing more harm than you realize. The worst part? White potatoes offer little in return. Unlike sweet potatoes or other colorful root vegetables, they don't have the antioxidants that help protect your body. They fill you up, but they don't give you the nutrition you need, especially as you age. Tradition is beautiful, but as we grow older, it's important to separate emotional comfort from true nutritional safety. Don't let white potatoes silently sabotage your health. Choose wisely. Let them be a memory, not a health risk. Take a moment and think about this. There are quiet dangers hiding in the leftovers in your fridge. Not everything deserves a second chance on your plate. But here's the good news. You have the power to reclaim your meals, your energy, and your independence, starting with smarter food choices. It doesn't take fear. It takes small, loving steps towards awareness. Every meal you prepare is a choice, and with each bite, you're honoring your health. As we age, the choices we make at the dinner table are more important than ever. Reheating food might seem like something simple, almost automatic, but for seniors, it's something that can quietly impact your health, energy, and overall independence. Understanding which foods to avoid reheating and which ones nourish you when warmed correctly is vital. It's not just about nutrition, it's about showing respect to your body. Aging well doesn't come from dramatic changes. It comes from small decisions we make every day, like how we care for our leftovers, how we support our digestion, how we protect our heart, brain, and legs, all with every meal. When you reheat the right foods, like warm oatmeal, hearty soups, or brown rice, You're sending your body a message. I still care. I still choose life. And when you let go of those old habits, like reheating eggs, mushrooms, or white potatoes, you're freeing yourself from discomfort, fatigue, and avoidable health issues that can take the joy out of later years. Sure, convenience feels easy, but the consequences can sneak up on you. The reward for being mindful, however, is priceless. Better digestion, stronger steps, clearer thinking, and most importantly, a sense of control over your well-being, no matter your age. So the next time you open your fridge, remember, not everything deserves a second chance. Choose wisely, reheat with purpose. Honor this chapter of your life with the quiet strength that only wisdom brings. Because each warm meal is more than just comfort. It's a choice to protect your future, one bite at a time. These lessons aren't just about food, they're about living life on your terms. So take a moment and reflect. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll apply in your own life? We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below, whether it's a 1 for something new you've learned, or a 0 if you didn't connect with it. Your feedback matters. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living your life with purpose, on your own terms,